Hi friends. Happy Sunday. I'm glad to be back with y'all. I am going to tune in for a message just so y'all know what I'm doing. When I devoted my life to God that night in my journal by accident to my personality, like that night I saw a light and I felt all these light angels beings around me for 2 years and they felt like loving friends. So when I do these messages, that's what I tune into. Um, Yeah, I call them angels, but I feel like they're just like light and love, but they're like a little personified kind of. They stand right there. I hear them. I know it sounds like I'm schizophrenic, but only because of my stepdad. I don't think I am. I'm just like a functional schizophrenic. I don't know. I've found a way to make it functional for me, but I promise if I didn't do this, you'd be like, I would not be as functional. So thanks for being part of this with me. And I hope that what I share helps you. And I love all of y'all. I feel so, so blessed and thankful and lucky to get to know so many beautiful people around the world. Our world is like really intense, as I say every week. But to know that there's people out there like y'all, which are around the world. I have friends, I think of y'all as friends, clients in the Middle East, amazing people. Hi. In Canada, in Australia, in different countries, in Greece and America, and uh, Mexico. Anyway, I'm like, well, how can our world be so bad when there's this many amazing people and like from all walks of life? So thank you for being here. And I'm going to tune in for our message and see what I hear today. If you're afraid, go within. You're clearing levels of the heart, like the heart wall, some people call it. These are layers of fear that you're clearing individually. At the center of this is the love that you come from, the light that you come from. Don't be afraid to clear it and look directly at it and know that you can't be harmed. Know that nothing can get in the way of you and your creator, the creator. We're doing this at a global collective level, and you can do it individually to help the global collective level, which I think they said last week too. Um, let's see. They're saying that you don't actually need to be afraid because everything that um, you're seeing isn't real. They're showing me it's like we're looking at a movie and we think that it's real, but actually what's real is what's in your heart. Don't get lost in the plot twists. Come back to your center. Come back to your breath. Come back to what you know to be true for you. You're a beautiful being created by God who is ultimately at your core just love. Um, and humans have many ways to distract ourselves from this reality. And they're like, how far do you want to take this game? We could stop it right now or stop the illusion by all of us kind of recentering and coming back to our hearts and to love and to like seeing that in each other. It's like so easy. Sorry, let me see. Eventually, we're going to get tired of this game of separation. And a lot of us are going to decide to reach out and live in love and like be kind to one another. Many of us are already doing that. And when people are not doing that really loudly, stay centered in who you know you are. Stay centered in your love, your light, in your heart. And just watch them and notice where they're coming from. A lot of times, if you're feeling fear, you're feeling their fear. If you're like standing in your center and looking at something outside of you, like even though technically we're all one and this is a dream, I don't know, we'll get into that another day, but like, just whatever you're seeing, just notice how it's making you react in your body, because a lot of times I know for me, I'm feeling their fear, I'm feeling their anger, where like in my body in different places. Um, And you can kind of take that, you can transmute it. So once you feel it, you can transmute it for the whole globe, like for them and for you and for whatever that energy is, by just breathing back into light, like by doing your grounding and centering practices, by doing your spiritual practices. Let's see. I've been having, yeah, they're saying I should tell you, I've been having to do a lot of like chakra clearing or light visualizations because there's so much energy pulsing through me. And I would love to say it's just mine. I don't think it is. Um, I like the other night, I just woke up with like these waves of like intense emotion, like anxiety, and I just had to breathe and bring the light like through each of my chakras. I just breathe white or golden white light through each of my chakras and really especially in my heart. Um, because like our mental world right now and the mental world is really nonsensical in a lot of ways. Um, but the heart and the heart's truth is like eternal and very peaceful and just coming back to that. But I have to be intentional about doing clearing. And I'm not the only one. At least a couple of my friends that I've like people I've talked to this weekend, some of them have been having like same like anxious thoughts or not sleeping. So you're not alone if you're going through that too, but definitely do the practices that help you. Again, my light visualization, I do a version of that. I did that like the other night when I was having some feel like anxiety coming through me. Um but it's, I mean, I'm really hearing it's like a collective global thing that's happening right now. Um, and you can anchor the frequency of love and you can anchor the frequency of light through your heart and just go about your life, but be aware of it. What I'm hearing is like some of y'all who seem like the most regular people that no one knows this about are like true angels on the planet. And you're like doing a lot of really beautiful work just by being who you are, by clearing the energy or by centering in love, being a kind of neighbor, all this stuff. It's like, it's so big in heaven that you're doing this. Okay, let's see what else. I'm hearing you don't need to worry because we've got you. And they're showing me like everyone's being like totally held by God, by their angels, by love. So just let yourself be held and carried and like cared for. Um, they're saying none of this has to be so stressful when you know that love's got you. So stop following the thoughts, like the thought patterns that are harmful for you. Learn how to do whatever thought stopping techniques help you. I mean, this is for me too. I go on these long, anxious ramblings in my head. um, learn to thought stop. Um, there's a lot of different ways that are good. There's different meditations that are good. If anyone has one that they love, please share it in the comments. One of your favorite techniques, I'd love to hear it because there's so many great ways to do this. I like the idea of tapping. I don't tap I don't do that very often, but I think it's a cool way to like get back into your body and but I'd love to hear what else y'all do. And let's see. Again, they're just repeating none of this has to be stressful when you're living in love and when you know you're loved. I'm hearing humans are going to human. Humans are going to do what humans do. Um, and eventually I think we'll decide to stop doing this, like living in separation and fighting and, hurting one another. But until then, the best thing you can do is just really live in love. Um, Hold on, my daughter is coming down the stairs. I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I hope this works because I stopped the whole video. I'm having to do a whole separate recording, but okay, all good. I'm gonna go hang out with her in just a minute. We're gonna go to the farmer's market, but let me get back to the message of what I was hearing. I mean, they're showing me this vision that's really, really beautiful of like people fighting and not getting along and then just being like, why are we doing this? And stopping and being confused of why we were living like that for so long and not seeing the human and the oneness in each other. It's also like I'm hearing we have a long way to go, but we also don't have that far to go. Because look at all of us, like all of us here. I just think you're probably, even if I've never talked to you, I'm assuming you're super cool. And my friends and like other people I've known, and I've had friends all over the planet, and like we're all really cool. And anyway, that's gonna hopefully become the majority. But you can't force people to leave where they are when they're not ready to. And that is their own journey. And, like, of course, heaven is helping them heal. Because a lot of when you're fighting external things, it's a lot about your own internal wounds. I'm hearing it's all about your internal wounds. So if you're fighting externally about anything, it's because of your internal state. It's really not separate. Let's see if there's anything else. Don't give away your power, I'm hearing. Stay rooted in what you know to be true for you. And like what they're showing me, I think I do this all the time. Like when I'm with another person, I just kind of blend with them. That's why I have so many best friends. I'm like, I see them and I'm like, oh, they're with them. But they're showing me, and I hope this is relevant for you too, like coming back into your own body and staying rooted in your energy and then engaging. So it's more of like an equal, like meeting place. Because when you blend too much, it's like you're giving away a lot of your power. And they're saying, don't be afraid to stand in your power. Don't be afraid to stand in your truth. It doesn't mean you need to go like stand on a rooftop and start saying everything on your mind, which you could do. That's what the internet's for. But just know that your truth is valuable. Your truth is worthy. Your experience is worthy. Your journey is beautiful. And there's a lot of wisdom there. And like, don't be afraid to know what you know. Every human was created in the image of God, and that includes you. It's just, are we choosing to live into it or not? Into the love that you are. And I'm hearing don't worry so much. And I think that's that it. Let's see. It's all going to be okay. And like these are the times we've been preparing for. And I guess the last thing I'll say is I don't know. I've had a few friends that had visions or stuff about this time on our planet. And I'm trying to decide if I'm supposed to share about it or not. I guess I'll share about Allie. So Allie is our new Betty is helping me and Betty. I'm not really at the level of needing like an assistant, but I can't quite keep everything on going right because I have a job, I have a kid, like, and then I just can't like the follow-up emails. I'm really bad at. So anyway, she's helping me. And when she was 10, they're telling me I can tell you about this. She was sitting on a hill and she had these visions of the future. I shared this in my Instagram and I'm going to share the video. It'll be like an Instagram link, I think. So sorry if you don't use social. I don't think it's anywhere. It's either Facebook or Instagram or both. But she was sitting on a hill and she just had these visions when she was a kid of like the future. And she said you'll hear the video, but like there was some point in the future where the world was going to seem like it was ending. But the big thing was that it was going to seem like it was ending. And she saw fires, floods, earthquakes, war. And, but the point is that we were going to be okay. And on the other side is something really beautiful. But we're in the time that she said she'd been waiting for this time. And like when COVID started, she was like, oh, this is what the time was that I saw as a kid. And she's like, she's just here for that. That's like why she's here. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm going to share that video. And yeah, I think that's that I hope that's helpful. I think the idea is that it seems like it's ending, but we are going to come out on the other end. And just do all your energetic practices and all of the stuff that helps you stay sane and centered and balanced. Let me see if there's any closing messages for us. Go do this for yourselves. Each one of you has this ability. You don't have to be afraid when you're living in love. So go do this for yourself and feel the love that there is for you, and feel sustained by it. Yeah, and the last image they're showing me is like everyone holding hands across the globe, which is my favorite image, so we can do it. Okay, I hope y'all have a good day. I'm gonna head off to the market, and I will see y'all next time. I think, a pretty cool topic to talk about on Thursday, so stay tuned. Bye, y'all.